guys, what's up? Combiners back again with another Transformers video review. This time it is on one that is rather exciting for me. Transformers Prime Deadend. Originally I had no intentions of picking this up, but it's like all of the people who picked him up said the same thing. They thought the colors were way too wild. To the point where it didn't look like a good figure. Once they had it in hand, they were glad they picked it up, highly recommended it, and eventually I gave in. So yeah, as you can see, he is the same mold as Wheeljack, so why am I starting him off in vehicle mode? Because this is actually going to be a full review. I'm not doing another reversal just with a different character, because that's not right. Well, in my eyes, it's not right. Let's get on with the review. Anyways, yeah, Deadend. He is basically, the colors of him is this really nice looking yellow, and then this it's not pumpkin orange, but it's like a reddish orange with the green. Like, this in of itself really helps to differentiate him from Wheeljack. I have him in robot mode so that we can take a look at the comparisons with each other. Now, here is another thing about this guy that I really like. These swords, not only are they painted green, but if you remember that really stupid Warthog sword car mode thing, how ridiculous it looked on Wheeljack, it works for him. Just absolutely works for him. The Tusk car works for him. Now let's pull these off so that we can get him into robot mode, which basically transformation for him is exactly the same as Wheeljack. But you know what, since this is a quick enough figure to transform, I'll do it on camera. So, without further ado, let's get on with it. Damn, that's a lot tighter than I thought. Yeah, come on. And there we go. Ah. Come on. Don't be like this, camera. Don't be like this. There we go. There's Deadend, robot mode. I really like the way he looks in robot mode. Matter of fact, you can actually differentiate him from Wheeljack by rolling his shoulder pads forward like that to make him more of a brute look. Which, that just looks really cool. In my eyes, it does. Now, as for comparison, in his robot mode, let's bring in Wheeljack. Now, as you can see, if they are basically the same mold of all the robot mode looks-wise, like actual molding, they look the same aside from the head and the colors. But basically, if I were to pick one of these, I would say, honestly, I don't know who I would say to get. If you like really wild colors, get him. If you're only out to get characters on the show, get him. If you're a sucker for really cool looking figures, both. Just get both in general. Now, as you can probably already see, I customized my wheeljack a little bit, so he's a little bit more show accurate. But I'm not going to touch him with any of my Sharpies, since he really doesn't have a show model to go off of. Now, there are different ways of him to hold these. He can either hold them the same way as wheeljack, like that. I didn't even slide it all the way through, which is on purpose, because the way I have him is underslung blades, which that just looks awesome. And I usually have them posed just like that. And then, like, that head sculpt. A friend of mine on Facebook, Benny Tan, pointed something out with the head. Like, I can't really get in close to it, but, like, you can already tell it's a bit of a, like, an internal scream look to it. But if you look even closer into it, there's actually a mouth in there that is actually wide open, almost as if he's screaming, almost as if he's eternally being tormented, and I find that creepy and awesome. Now, of course, I've never been able to actually see that, so I can't really provide any photo evidence, but yeah. And the light piping on that head is friggin' amazing. And I don't know if, and I seriously doubt anybody pointed it out, but on the packaging it shows that he has these, like, really weird cat eyes, and it's actually very prominent on the toy as well, which is really nice. Now, composability, he's got a bunch of it. He's got a, well, first things first, he's got a bit of a tight ball joint at the head. I'm scared that if I try and force it to go any other direction, I'm probably going to end up breaking it. His shoulders can do that. They can rotate. They are on ball joints, but they're very limited ball joints. His bicep can go like that. He's got an elbow bend. And he's got a swivel and a ball joint at the wrist. No waist, ball joint at the hip. Thigh swivel. 90-degree bend at the knee, which you gotta hold the knee spike in place in order to really get that to work. And then he's got a ball joint at the ankle, which allows for, if I show it, for a wider range of movement. And it's like, just like wheeljack, I can get this dude into some seriously wicked poses. Come on. There we go. Ah! Don't fall. So again, if the background doesn't just completely fall apart on me, doing him and wheeljack, I honestly don't know who I would say to get over who, because they're both really good figures. Like, just either way, wheeljack was the first version to get, so you probably already have him, unless for some odd reason you don't like wheeljack, which a lot of people don't like wheeljack. But yeah. So for those of you who didn't get wheeljack, since you don't like them on the show, here's your second chance at getting the mold in general as Deadend, unless you're somebody where you only get the show characters. So that is it. I'm finally done with this review. That is it. That is Transformers Prime Deluxe Class Deadend. And this is Vinyl Combiners. I'll talk to you guys next time.